Ho, ho, ho. This is Greg Allison from Green Greg's Garden and Worm Farm coming to you from global warming storming right here in the heart of Dixie in Huntsville, Alabama area. And what I want to ask you here and now is, are you tough enough to survive when it hits the fan? What do you mean by that, Greg? Well, I'm tough, I'm strong, I can fight. You may not be tough enough. I don't care if you know how to fight. I don't care if you work out. Prepping is not a job. It's not a 9-to-5 job. Like my friend from the Arizona tribe likes to tell me, prepping is not a job, it is a lifestyle. And what I mean by that, see the videos that my dad talked about, what they had to do when he was growing up. In the old time, when they didn't have power and conveniences you have today, you had to work real hard. And I'm not talking about just doing the everyday 9-to-5 or a little bit extra. I'm talking about scratching, scrapping all the time. I'm talking about scrapping real hard. I'm talking about you work as much as you possibly can, day and night, week in, week out. There's no such thing as holidays. You hear what my dad said about holidays in some of the videos where he was talking. They didn't have them, not like we do today. I mean, you might have had a little bit of a nice meal on Christmas. That was about it. You worked day in and day out for the most part. You went to work before the sun came up, you was going to bed and working, you went to bed. Why I'm asking, are you tough enough, is simple. It boils down to this: can you live with it? Can you withstand the rigors of working that much, that hard, that long? Most of the people in our society today are pampered by modern conveniences and have no concept for what that level of work means, nor are they prepared to do it. I've had people work for me, they can't handle working a full 8-hour shift. They do good to work 4 hours sometimes. So how are you going to survive that? How are you going to handle it? Just because you can work out, just because you're tough and have muscles, don't mean that you can have the stamina to do what you got to do to survive when it hits the fan. So what I'm asking you to do is consider what you've got to accomplish. Maybe you need to practice. Maybe you need to build the stamina yourself to be able to sustain yourself. Hey, Canadian prepper friend, he talks about what you have to do to survive in tactical combat situations, and going out and doing a little target shooting isn't going to cover that. He talks about how to get out in real life and practice it, and he's got good points there. Here I'm talking about what you got to do in the day-to-day work just to survive. It's a lot of work. It's not something casual. It's not what you're used to now. You got to be able to put out a whole lot more than what you may be accustomed to. And the best way to prepare for it is just to get out and start doing it. Start working. So this is just a little quick video to talk to you and tell you that you need to be aware of this, to start practicing, start prepping to be able to work, to put out the quality and the quantity of work, and to do so on a sustained basis to build your capacity for stamina. We'll cover more of this in another video in the not too distant future, but suffice it to say that you may not be ready, not like you think. So please, I'm going to do a lot more videos on prepping, survival, growing your own food, how to survive, thrive, and stay out of the hive under the worst of circumstances, including global warming storming. Oh, like we're saying here. So please, if you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe, bang the update notification bell, and support my channel. Please check the links below to buy your own worms, to get prepper supplies, and to buy seeds that you might need. There's my link to greengregsgardenandwormfarm.com. There is Patriot Supply for pepper and supplies, and there's True Leaf Market for the best heirloom seeds and supplies for growing microgreens in your home, where it's warm and you have light, like where I'm at right now. So, ho, 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 you can grow indoors. Anyway, thank you for watching.